After joining the Brooklyn Nets, the net worth of Kevin Durant has skyrocketed, and he's currently worth quite a lot. So wouldn't it be exciting to know how Kevin spends millions of dollars that he earns in the form of salary, brand endorsements, and collaborations? Make sure to watch this video till the very end. Kevin Durant is a two-time NBA champion and has signed a deal worth $165 million with the Nets. But that's not the only thing that contributes to his $170 million net worth. Kevin actually took up investment a few years ago and has since invested in a lot of startups. He's a shareholder in huge businesses like Robinhood and Postmates, and he actually has a knack for investments because he's always looking for businesses with huge potential. Not only this, he also has a deal with Nike, which, hands down, is the best sports brand. This deal is considered one of the most expensive ones in the world of sports. He has such a glorious career that anyone would give him a blank check just to have him play for their team. And by the looks of it, he might soon become one of the few billionaires in sports because his net worth is increasing unbelievably with every passing day. So, with a worth of $170 million, Kevin sure has a lot on his plate, but he never really shies away from spending this overwhelming wealth on luxurious things. He actually rented an estate worth $15 million recently in Hamptons, in all for just 10 days. He had to stay in Hamptons for a couple of days and had a long list of meetings, but even when he's on the run, he never compromises on his style. Also, his deal with Nike is 10 years long, and he's going to get $300 million from that deal. So, it's very unlikely for someone with such a huge paycheck to live a regular life. Durant recently sold his Malibu mansion worth more than $12 million. This house was epitome of luxury, but Durant did make a lot of profit out of selling it, so everything's good. He also owns a very luxurious house in New York that is also worth millions. For now, his real estate portfolio is around $30 million, and he owns houses across the country. But he also likes selling the houses when they no longer fit his style, or when he gets a better offer and thinks about making huge profit off of it. He also bought a mansion in the Hidden Hills, which is a very posh area with celebs like Drake, Madonna, and the Kardashians living in the area. He bought this mansion for $15.6 million in LA. Reports are that Durant bought this house even before it was completed, so this house never really went on the market and was bought by Durant during the completion process. But when it comes to the luxury, this mansion is everything one could think of. It is spread through an area of about 1.8 acres and is made in a very modern and minimal way. Durant likes to spend most of his time in this property because it offers a whole lot of privacy and keeps the outer world away. Apart from having very luxurious and expensive houses across the country, Durant also has some of the most luxurious cars one can own. His car collection is estimated to be more than $4 million. He owns an iconic 1966 Ford GT40, which is one of the most expensive cars, worth $2.5 million. He also has the unstoppable Lamborghini Aventador Roadster, and its base price is more than $546,847. Durant is often spotted in a Ferrari California, which is a luxurious car and costs $200,000. In addition, he also owns Rolls-Royce Phantom, and do you know that its price starts at $460,000? Not only this, Durant also owns a few cars from Porsche, Mercedes, Range Rover, and a couple of Ferraris too, so it wouldn't be wrong to assume that he likes to ride in style. But the most expensive car indeed takes the lead, and the classic Ford often makes headlines. Though he doesn't take out his 1966 Ford for spin so often, it still is the best one of his collection of so many cars. Apart from spending an unbelievable amount on cars, he does a lot of charity too. Just 2 years ago, he donated $10 million to help the underprivileged children get the much-needed education they need. This was appreciated around the world. But that's not the only charity he does. He has indulged in donating a whole lot of money to charities in the past too. He also gifted $1 million in a tornado relief fund and also gave $3 million to the Texas University for improving their basketball program. So he surely has a heart of gold, and that's for sure. Apart from his charitable indulgences, he's also a shareholder in some of the jet companies, so he's a huge name in the private jet industry. Though he doesn't own a jet himself, there is a plane in Alaska Airlines that has his face all over it. This initiative is meant to support the youth education and motivate them to take part in sports. And this plane is also called the Kevin Durant airplane. And no, we're not joking. Kevin also likes to fly on private jets and has been spotted a couple of times while headed towards a jet too. But all of them are rentals, and he doesn't have any plans on buying a jet in the near future. But he surely could afford one with the kind of money he's making. He's spotted partying in a yacht more than once, but it's still unclear whether the yacht belongs to him or it's also a rental. When it comes to spending money on partying, Durant knows how to do it best, as he was recently seen partying with milk yacht girls on his trip to Greece. Having such rich friends would obviously be costing him a lot of money. Also, a picture of this party went viral where he's posing with a girl that's wearing a Balenciaga outfit. And if you know fashion, you already know how expensive Balenciaga is. Reports are that Durant spends a whole lot of money partying with his friends and just having fun. And supposedly, there's nothing wrong with some harmless fun. The overwhelming spendings of Durant aren't just limited to his parties, but he also owns a stainless steel Rolex Daytona that cost him more than $31,000. He does have a huge watch collection, but his favorite one seems to be the Rolex so far. He also likes to dress up quite a lot, and people have even called his fashion choices trendy and bold. He has said it multiple times that if he likes a piece of clothing, that's all that matters. So, sounds like he's picky when it comes to clothes. He does dress up in a nerdy way, and that's his style statement. And he says quite often that this style increases his confidence and makes him realize that that's truly who he is. But apart from his choices in clothes, he does rock clothes from big brands like Balenciaga or Gucci and makes quite a statement out of them. So, what are your thoughts on the millionaire life of Kevin Durant? Tell us in the comments section. Also, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, adios from our side.